Sonic Adventure 1 brought Sonic into the full 3D experience, unless you count like 3D Blast. But this was the first time it really got into like truly like astounding territories. It was ambitious, it was experimental for the time. It was a bit like rough here and there, but then Sonic Adventure 2 released in 2001. And it definitely evolved the formula. They finally knew what they were doing. And in today's video, we're going to go into a deep dive about what made Sonic Adventure 2, or what Sonic Adventure 2 actually improved on from Sonic Adventure 1, and why it's still one of the most beloved games in the series today. Sonic Adventure 2 was a really great game to me, and I don't even really associate it with its predecessor, minus them being part of the same series. But it really shows how Sonic's just up there. Let's start with the story and structure of Sonic Adventure 2. It had a very much more focused narrative to its story, and let's talk about the characters too. Sonic Adventure 1 had 6 characters with overlapping stories, making it kind of hard to follow sometimes. You kind of had to put the placement into there. Sonic Adventure 2 had symbolized things with the Hero vs. Dark campaigns, in which Sonic and Shadow and all of them would interact a lot more through their cutscenes, so you would know where each part of the story starts and continues. There was also seamless narrative flow. There was a lot less repetition from the first game. Take big stories for instance in Sonic Adventure 1. It was just a whole lot of fishing versus Sonic and Shadow's rivalry in the story. The Hero and Dark campaigns even turned into one big story at some point. Sonic Adventure 2 also leaned into a more darker tone, which isn't good for some people, but I personally really liked it. It focused on a lot of identity, sacrifice, and revenge. With Shadow's backstory, the incident with the Ark, and Maria's death. Boss battles felt a lot more cinematic in Sonic Adventure 2. Take Sonic and Shadow's fight in Green Forks, for example. It felt like a lot more like you were actually fighting him than like the Egg Viper in Sonic Adventure 1, which was really just avoid them lasers. Sonic Adventure 2 voice acting was also much more improved in my opinion. Yeah, they interrupted each other a lot, but at least they were somewhat understandable. Sonic Adventure 1's voice acting felt really robotic and stiff. There was no more
Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Cutscenes also felt way more dynamic in Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1's cutscenes were very much just them standing and talking to each other, maybe the occasional hit. But Sonic Adventure 2 really had cinematic cutscenes like Sonic breaking out of the helicopter at the start of City Escape, or Shadow escaping his pod in Prison Island. Let's talk about gameplay styles. Sonic Adventure 2 did improve in some way on Sonic Adventure 1 style, but not in the way you would think, and one that I really don't kind of like. Let's start with Sonic and Shadow's gameplay, the speed style gameplay. This I do actually think is an improvement. Sonic and Shadow both play much tighter than Sonic Adventure 1, and it feels so much nicer. Tails and Eggman's gameplay are both supposed to be evolutions of Gamma's from the first Sonic Adventure, but personally I don't feel like they do it as well as Gamma did in Sonic Adventure 1. It really feels kind of too stiff, and like the aiming isn't quite there on Sonic Adventure 2's. And then you have Knuckles and Rouge's treasure hunting gameplay, also imported from Knuckles from Sonic Adventure 1. But the thing is, it isn't as good for me because you can only go look at one emerald at a time, while in Sonic Adventure 1 it was much easier to just be able to see if you're close to any 3 of the emeralds at once. Now it's really easy to miss a Master Emerald shot you're like right next to because your radar wouldn't pick it up. So in a way, Sonic Adventure 1 does gameplay styles better, but minus Sonic and Shadows. I think Sonic and Shadows are really improved. Tails and Knuckles just needed a little bit more extra work. And that's for Sonic Adventure 2, improved on Sonic Adventure 1. Remember to subscribe.